Audio is rolling. Camera 1 is rolling. And camera 2 is rolling. And then when you're ready, take it away.
Okay. A father held his daughter, and he was glad. He cherished her and cradled her. She looked just like her dad. He stood at her school gates calling, "I love you, I just want you to know this." Embarrassed in front of her friends, she pretended she didn't notice. And as she grew older, she believed the lies the world told her, convinced she was a mistake, unloved and ugly, though time again he told her she was precious and treasured and lovely. She couldn't believe all these truths he spoke about. She wanted to fit in, though she was born to stand out. No alcoholic abstinence, adamant she was an accident. She used absinthe to absence the feeling that she was inadequate. She began drinking away each brain cell, with everything the bars sell, when really her heart felt trapped, as if behind the bars of a prison cell. Getting wasted led to anger and hatred. She got into fights on Friday nights, cause she wanted to be respected, she wanted to be liked. No longer invisible, now she felt she was invincible. But when sirens silenced the riots that made her culture violent, her angst was still there, hidden like ultraviolet. One day, bleeding and broken, the thought finally occurred. There were people much bigger and stronger than her. Her father hadn't raised her to be such a monster. His plans weren't to harm her, they were to prosper. To pick herself up, she counted on her fortune to come soon. The colours of the casino, the lights of the lottery. Then she realised this is a prophecy that will never really profit me properly. No wealthy possessions or amount of property could buy her out of her spiritual poverty. She wasn't happy, she was just poker face bluffing, cause at the end of the day her money amount to nothing. Gambling was something she could no longer do. She learnt you can save your money, but money can't save you. Then, she went looking for love, but it was disguised as attraction. She learnt something skin deep couldn't bring true satisfaction. She got into relationships, and though they looked so appealing, physical action soon needed emotional healing, cause she began to long for deeper meaning. See, lust without love left an empty feeling. What her body soon realised was her soul was grieving. This love left her crying, this love made her blind. Then she remembered real love is patient, real love is kind. The love she'd thrown away if only she'd kept. She fell to her knees, called up her father and wept. "Dad, I'm sorry. All these things I've done, well, they've really hurt me. Now I'm all broken and spoiled. I'm messed up, I'm dirty. My inner soul's worn through, like the insoles of the shoes I outgrew." Her father came running. "Don't you know I love you more than this?" He took her in his arms, wiped away her tears, gave her a kiss. "I'll protect you from your enemies. I'll serve the sentence for your wrongs. Come home with me now. I'll keep you safe where you belong." Yes, he chose to forgive her, and she chose to accept his love and be free. And I'm thankful, because the father in this story is God, and that girl was me. Yeah, all the confessions of my adolescence taught me lessons, but that didn't lessen the desperate search of my heart's innermost questions. I found the answers to my completeness in Jesus. And now I don't need money for security or drink or drugs, cause God tells me I'm adopted, accepted, important and loved. And though I walked away from my father, though I turned my back, when Jesus faced that cross, he didn't turn back. No, he embraced his destiny, so that sin might be put to death in me. He wore that crown of thorns, he let those nails go through, cause those nails were me, those nails were you. My prayer for you is just this, that you would feel God's love, know his peace, see his justice. You can come freely to the Father because Jesus intercedes. Whatever mess is in your garden, he sows into seeds. This Jesus wasn't condemning, nor a judge or a prosecutor. So if Satan reminds you of your past, you remind him of his future. Jesus died because God said you were worth it. In his eyes, you are beautiful and blameless and cherished and perfect. Despite who you think you are, whatever you've done or might still do, the sun would have still come down and died had it been just for you. Be who you are because God made that enough. Adequacy doesn't mean rich or popular or good looking or tough. This world seen plenty of Zeuses, Hades and Apollos, but the one true God was a Jewish carpenter with only 12 follows. When God looks at all his people, all stood in line, he smiles, looks upon you and whispers, "This one's mine." So it doesn't matter whatever choices you've made, however horrible, dishonorable, he calls you home so you might be his prodigal.